Well, at least the Leafs are consistent. It doesn't matter who's in the lineup. It doesn't matter if there's new bodies from season to season, a new coaching staff, a new GM. Don't matter. It seems it goes, oh wow, we're starting off slow. And then, November, December, we go, hey, let's go on a run. And it's looking good. And then January hits, and there's the January lull after Christmas and everything, after the holidays, and let's just lose a bit. We went on a run, we can lose a bit now. And then obviously back half of the season, or end of the season, we go on a nice little run, we become a bit of a wagon, and you're like, hey, look at them go, they're doing well. And then of course it finishes off with losing in the first round. Consistency. At least the Leafs are consistent. So people freaking out right now about Toronto losing 3 straight. One, they just won, 5, 6, 7 games straight. They lost 3 straight. They do this every year. It's just par for the course now. So calm the hell down. And I know, I was watching a bit of Steve Dangle, freaking out, losing because Dallas is on their last game of their 10-day road trip. Well, Dallas just lost, right? I think they got shut out the game before. So of course they're going to show up against the Leafs. They haven't beat the Leafs in ages. They're going to show up. And they took advantage of Toronto's, we're going to go lack of discipline, obviously, because they were in the box and gave up 2 power play goals, and the Leafs penalty kill was phenomenal going into this game. But also just, poor decisions or being out of place. I'm thinking of the Matt Duchene goal by Benoit. But the Leafs were playing quite solid. You had Matthews and Marner playing with Lorenz, and they score the first goal of the game. Marner keeps the puck in, feeds Matthews. Matthews snipes high blocker, and the Leafs were going there a lot. Ottinger only had to make 1 or 2 saves with his high shoulder. Everything else was missing, or Austin Matthews scoring. And that made it 1-0. It was good. I thought defensively they were playing well. Both teams were, in the third period, it was 20, mid-20 shots. It wasn't anything crazy. It wasn't like Dallas was completely outplaying Toronto. The game was basically, Toronto looked really good for the first 5 to 6 minutes. They outshot the Stars 5-0, and then Dallas went on a 10-minute run and outshot the Leafs. And it was 11-6 or something like that, and then Toronto would have some spurts again, and then Dallas would have their spurts. Toronto gets in penalty trouble and they lose. But so Matthews makes it 1-0, and that's fine. Then Stankoven scores, just like last game with Brock Besser. Did he mean to score? No. It was a double deflection. Deflect off Stankoven. He's just in the right spot at the right time. I guess the other guy was too. And that made it 1-1, and I was just like, well, that sucks. And then Leafs getting into penalty trouble. It might have been Tavares. He was in the box 2 times last night, 3. And Maverick Bork scores. I'm like, okay, it's 2-1. This sucks. We play on. We keep going. We're into the third. It's only 2-1 Dallas. It's Leafs are getting some chances. They mucked up the lines a bit, trying to get some offense, because obviously they got shut out last game. They got 1 goal this game, and it was at the start of the bloody game. So they're trying to find their rhythm. Yes, they need a 3C. We already know that. No, shouldn't be O'Reilly, but he doesn't want to be in Toronto anyway. But okay, they're trying to find some offense. They get into some penalty trouble, and then I saw this coming from a mile away. I think every fan in that building probably saw it. The coaching staff, every player except for Simon Benoit, when OEL is in the box. Duchene has it below the goal line. He feeds it over, I think it's to Wyatt Johnson. They're just trying to get it set up so Duchene can be on Wall's left side, but if the camera view, the right side, so he can basically stick his butt at Wall. When he receives the puck on his forehand, because he's a lefty, he's going to go between his legs. He's going to do what Matthew Tkachuk does and everyone else does. William Nylander from the other side. He's going to go between his legs. is going to do it so then if Wall goes to poke check, it's going to hit his skates because that'll block it, because he could just, power force it through, but there's most likely that it's going to get deflected by Wall's stick, or Wall's going to cover it, whatever else, put his paddle down. So he goes between his legs. But do you know why he had so much time to do this and why it was easy for him to get the puck? Simon Benoit just pushed into the middle. And it was just the easiest pass for Johnson to make. And Duchesne's thank you very much. He made his move. Wall's stick, of course, goes for the poke check, gets stuck in the blade of Duchesne. Goal. 3-1. So now the Leafs have to try to press, right? Trying to sort it out. Oh God, look at that. You can't clear it, whatever it was. Duchesne keeps it in. He fires it. And there's Stankoven just standing in front of the net. Deflects off him. Deflects off Wall in the net, makes it 4-1. The what do they call it? The Boo Birds. We're out for the Leafs in the final 3.5 minutes. But you know what? Toronto kept pressing. They threw out Lorenz and Nyes and the fourth line, and they worked. They tried to get at least something going into the next game against New Jersey. Sheldon Keefe back in Toronto. Toronto's 2-0 against New Jersey this year. And I know everyone's going to panic because they're oh my God, they're 2-0 against New Jersey. They were the freaking Dallas Stars hadn't beat them since 2020. The Robertson head-to-head is 5-0 Nick, now 5-1. They're going to blow it. It's going to be a 4-game losing streak. Just, guys, they do this. They do this every year. They go on a lull. Hopefully this is just a 3-game lull. But remember, Dallas is a very, very good team. New Jersey is a very, very good team. Sometimes you're going to lose to good teams. I know people are panicking about, the Leafs not playing well. I don't think they played horrible last night. The problem is the power play isn't clicking, even though they changed it up. They tried to change it in the third. They called a timeout and went to the 4 forwards thing. It just feels a bit stagnant, not much movement. Ideally, the Leafs have a guy at the point that can just frickin' rip it. Is that guy going to be Mitch Marner, who was at the top? Probably not. But Washington, why I thought Washington's power play was so awesome was because, they had Backstrom on the right side there, and they had Ovi on the left, so Ovi's looking for that one-timer. But if Backstrom went to Karlsson, you have to be wary of his one-timer, and it's going off his stick so damn fast. So you have to commit there, and that's why Ovi ends up open, because Karlsson can just go fake slap shot, feed it over to Ovi, goal, right? But you need someone who can shoot the puck, and not just a snapper. I love Morgan Riley. Mitch Marner can float one in there, but you need someone with a one-timer, in my opinion. That's what I would go for. Yeah, 3C, but also it's hard. You need a quarterback. You need a QB on the power play who'll just take slap shots. Well, Brandon Montour would have been cool. He likes to shoot. Anyway, that's the thing. Stagnant power play, and we just couldn't get the offense going. Yes, because I'm a Leafs fan. I'm part of the fandom, Leafs Nation. So, Leafs lose 4-1 to Dallas. They get to play New Jersey. Hopefully, playing against Sheldon Keefe, the New Jersey Devils, just lights a spark under Toronto. We get on a brand new win streak and not carry on this losing streak to 4 games. Comment down below your thoughts on the game last night. What do you think Toronto needs to do at the trade deadline? Because they're going to go on a streak later on, take advantage of some weaker teams, or lose to weaker teams and somehow beat better teams. But yeah, comment down below your thoughts on what Toronto needs going forward, and we'll talk to you later. All right, see you later, everyone. Go Leafs, go.